And you just mentioned asset-backed securities, and in my opinion, this is nowhere close to an asset-backed security, and you're an expert in that area. I'd like to hear what you think about that.
So I think it's important to not alienate any investor base, right? We want to make sure we bring in everyone. We want the marginal asset-backed buyer. We want the corporate buyer. We want the muni buyer, right? We want everyone to be taking a look at these bonds. And so I think it's important to be creating bonds that are the most attractive to the investor universe as a whole. There are certain steps that we take in order to try to make sure we're appealing to the broadest investor universe. And we plan to take those as part of this, undertake those as part of this transaction, and as we do in every transaction.
But generally speaking, asset-backed securities are considered to be much higher risk, which in turn means higher interest rates, which in turn the ratepayers would pay. So how do you reconcile that back to the lowest cost for ratepayers?
Again, so I guess I take some issue with the statements that you're making about higher risk. I think it's all relative, right? What I think is important and how I reconcile everything back to ratepayers is we want the most investors possible. So that's asset-backed investors, corporate investors, and muni investors. If we alienate any one of those sectors, you may have them fall out of your investor book. Then you have fewer investors, you have less pricing power, and you get to a worse outcome. So we want to have all of the investor types focused on this, and I think we found a nice balance through the way that these deals have been marketed recently.